guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bianca here, and I know you're thinking, why is she wearing the same thing that she was wearing in her other video? And it's because I clearly have the same makeup too, so I couldn't just change shirts, because then you'd be like, girl, what are you doing? Anyway, alright, so today's video is going to be a face makeup routine that I use from time to time, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Double Duty Shape Tape Foundation, equipped also with my Shape Tape Concealer, naturally. I do have very many foundations, but I figured I was gonna make a video using this one because some people still don't have it yet, which is okay. So I'll let you know how it works on my skin. Personally, I have dry skin, so you know, I deal with that, but this is the hydrating, not the matte, obviously, by the blue. As you can see, blue drop here, and it also says Hydrating Foundation. Come on, son. Guess that's about as clear as it's gonna let me get it. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom in on my face a little bit. A little bit. Okay, there we go. So, my current favorite primer is the Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance primer. It's amazing. Give me a second. Hot makeup on it. Anywho, it is this one. This lovely thing. Thanks to my Ulta credit card, I can get everything. No, really, I had the mini. I used to have the Ipsy Glam bag, and I tried it, and it was amazing. So it works beautifully for my skin. Last time I made a makeup video, I used the sample that I got from Ulta, which was the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I actually liked it, like, for the day. It was pretty cool. So I'm gonna apply that to my like T-zone-ish area, but then I'm gonna go over it again with the Radiance. I know that seems like a lot, but your girl has a big face, so just kind of dot it here. And a couple tips that I had heard from people, which actually have been working very well for me, is to bounce on your primer as opposed to rub it in, because your fingers will take some of it. So just gonna kind of bounce it. Good enough. And so now I'm gonna put this here, and I just press it to my face, so it might look like a ton, but I promise it's not really that much, because I'm pressing it in. And again, like I said, I'm going over those same areas just because. I also tried the bouncing with my moisturizer. Works pretty well. Alright, while that dries, I'm just going to add a little bit of depth into my eyebrows, because with my last look I just did them off camera. I did something super easy. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Soft Brown, along with my unique Brow Artist brush. It's got the angle on this side. It's got the flat part on this side for your concealer, or whatever you use it for, really. That's usually what I use. What I used earlier for my eyebrows was actually the It Cosmetics Brow Power, almost a brow powder, and I'm like, that's not powder, so no. Excuse me. And it's actually in the color Universal Taupe, which I typically have been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color medium brown, but it's just been pretty nice using the universal taupe. I don't know, I didn't expect it to come out so well. So of course depends on what you want to use it on. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of product there, and I like to put it just on the cap here. I was putting it on the back of my hand and then I forget to go out in public and be like, wow, look at that giant mole on your hand. Yep, that's me. Alright. I'll move the mirror over here. The lights in my mirror are actually so bright sometimes. I feel like I can't see, so I gotta turn it down. But I'm just rolling with it right now. And again, eyebrows, 40 days, 30 nights, they need to be done. This is a judgment-free zone, guys, okay? We don't come here to judge. We come here to watch makeup. Pretty good, but as you can see, like in just that small amount of time, the difference. For the most part, I'll just fill it in rather than go again on the outer edges, because it's universal taupe versus soft brown. I have to go back into the edges. That was so creepy. You could see the TV through my microwave. It just like shifted sideways to change songs, and I was like, what is that? Because I wasn't really fully looking at it. A lot. Looks pretty good to me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go with the concealer. Excuse me. And again, this is in the color Light Neutral. Now this one I still do put in the back of my hand, but it's because I actually remember to take it off. Go figure. Or if I don't, I just rub it in. What else? Tarte Shape Tape Foundation is it's actually just like the concealer. Has a giant one! So let me just, for comparison. And like nails are in the way. Although, I'm just gonna say, they're almost like the same height-wise. It's just altogether thicker, as you can see. Yeah. Anyway, so I kind of apply it just like I do with the concealer, just using this guy. I haven't used it in a little bit, so I probably should like shook it up just a wee. As a matter of fact, this thing is almost full. And you don't get a ton of product when it comes out. Like, you probably get just as much as with the little concealer thing. But again, I have a big face, so I just like to make sure I have enough. of got it everywhere after dragging it at first. Alright, should be good. Might need to add some more, we'll see. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. As per usual. I did try something new today. I have the MAC Prep and Prime setting spray. I almost forgot what it's called. And I put it on before everything today, so we'll see how that worked out for me. But I gotta bounce away. So it actually has very nice coverage, but as you can still see a lot of my freckles and everything. So I would say it's like medium coverage, even though it claims to be full coverage, but it is buildable. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some more on, which is why it looked like I had a lot in the first place, but realistically I didn't, and I knew that, so. Just all raw, all me. Don't have the most perfect skin in the world, but you know, sometimes it could get down. So now I'm gonna go in with my lighter color. And I've been starting to think maybe I should go a little darker these days because I'm getting a little more tan. So I can still get away with this foundation color, obviously, but it also has the lighting too at the same time. But in person, I've been thinking about going at least a half a shade darker if I can. Not even sure what I'm listening to right now. Alright, so I have this stupid tiny blender. Oh, I just sprayed my shoulder. God. You're like, don't waste any of the product. Sprays it all over her shoulder. And obviously this works hand in hand with its frickin', you know, foundation counterpart. Go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. And I am going to be taking this brush, and I think it's from Sigma. It is Concealer F70 from Sigma. It's a horrible way to hold it, but you get the point. And I'm going to go in with Havana, which is the darkest brown here. This is typically too sheer for me, so if you're a beginner and you want something that's not going to be too crazy dark or heavy, this is going to be something that you would definitely like. I always go over it with powder because, like I said, it's just too sheer for me, but it still works very beautifully. You can come under here with it, but usually with the cream I don't, just because. You can use the lighter brown on my nose. Alrighty, now that we are sculpted, we're gonna go ahead and blend it, and I'm using my other color one to just get in there. So now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and I'm abusing it, I swear. Bronze in summer at the top. Abuse. The abuse is real. And this is just an e.l.f. brush that I like to take, but it's an angled e.l.f. brush, as I almost always say. So I'm going to take the bronzed color, and I'm going to start here and just kind of push up. Go back over everything that I had already put. So if you see the difference, this side to this side. So now I'm going to set my face, and I'm actually going to be using a technical foundation from Unique. It is their loose powder foundation in the color Poplin, but it's because it's the only loose powder I currently have right now. It's really cool. It comes with this little flap, you flip it up, and then there's a grate in there. And they make a lot of actual finishing powders like that. So, like I said, this is an actual foundation, so it's setting it, and I'm still gonna kind of wipe it off a little bit, but for the most part it'll stay, and that's okay. Like if you're someone who has oily skin, then this is the best thing for you, because it is an actual foundation too, but it actually just really looks my face, like it looks good, I don't know, on my face. I'm using the little side of my double-sided brush just to get under the eyes here. This is where I crease the most, which drives me insane. And usually my eye waters for a long time, long time after I have done my makeup. So if anything, so far it's just blurred and it's really pretty. So I'm gonna use the bigger side just for the top up here. So it's like, yes, I'm setting it, and yes, I'm also going to leave part of it going in between where my bronzer is. Below the nose. People usually like to do the smile lines. My makeup doesn't crease there though, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead off camera and apply my lashes, just for the girls who want to take it a step up, and these are from Cosmic Lashes. If you guys want that code, it'll be in the description. Money off some lashes. Alright, I went ahead and popped my lashes on for those who want to be full glam. So now I'm going to go ahead and do lips, boca. Alright, so I am going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. And again, this eyeshadow look is very versatile, so you can absolutely do any color that you want. So I think I'm gonna go for a cross between this raspberry color here put it on my thing, and this color up in the corner. And yes, I still do have the powder on my face, but I'm gonna take it off after the lip. You know what's so funny about the music that's on my TV right now? It has bleeped out every other song, but not this one. This one, excuse me. All right, so now I'm just gonna go through with my brush here and brush off everything. And like I said, you don't have to do this because it is an actual foundation, but I'm just getting rid of the excess because I don't need it. All right. Going back into my glow kit, I'm gonna take the color Summer. I'm gonna use this brush. I still haven't figured out who it's from. I know I got it from Ipsy, like what company made the actual brush. The only thing about certain powders is when you have dry skin, or if you have any sort of, I call it landscaping on your face, then powders and highlighters and things are going to bring them out. So if you notice this kind of area is landscapey a little bit, that's okay. Honestly, a huge part of the reason that I make videos is to show people that no matter who you are, what you have going on, you're beautiful and you can do anything that you put your mind to. So if you want to wear makeup or you don't want to wear makeup, you're beautiful. It doesn't matter either way. And I am taking the color Moonstone a little bit. This one with this brush from Luxie 660, even though it's a precision foundation brush, I like to specifically use it for this powder. And I don't use blush usually because my skin is naturally pink, but I do go in with this Moonstone color because it's also a type of highlighter. And I just take my finger and I go like this a little bit just to make sure it's not too hefty looking. So you have the glow to the gods. Alright, so all in all, this is my look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this foundation video. And if you have any questions, let me know. I will leave the products that I used, I'm sorry for my camera being so shaky, down in the description section so you guys can check it out. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye! See you next time!